Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with you. How you doing? Y'all, when I tell y'all, I forgot because I've been dropping so much tea on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Literally, I forgot that I hadn't done a recap. So let's get into the reunion part 2 recap. Um, it was what it was. Like I said, I pretty much gave everything I could give during these piping hot teas, but allegedly and in my opinion, the word is on the street that Ken and Trish have broke up. I don't care. It might be for a storyline. I don't care. I mean, I won't be watching this show, as I know for sure I won't be recapping it, but as far as watching it live, I'm not sure exactly if I will or not. I may. It's not like that Mel carried the show to the point where, like I said, she was a Nene or a Kenya. I'm not saying she was up there with either one of those, but it seems like it's something going to be off for me if she isn't on the show. But anyway, the episode opens up and Kimmy and Melody are still going back and forth about the whole Maurice has DUI thing. The way Kimmy is acting is foolish to me. I don't understand. And then you have those Melody haters that don't get why this is an issue, why people feel the way they feel about drunk drivers. I have no respect for them, especially if you are supposed to be a prominent member in society. You're a damn lawyer. You know the law. So, just like with Karen over there on Potomac, you got out on a technicality. I wish you had gone to jail, just like I wish she goes to jail. And I like Karen. I don't like you, Maurice, Jefferson Scott, Marshmallow, Cheese Puff, Watermelon, Yellow Meat Watermelon. I don't like you, but I do like Karen. And I want Karen ass to go to jail. I want anybody who has put someone's life in danger in that most irresponsible way. When the fuck y'all have money, at least y'all say you do. We know Karen has money. When you say you have money and you can't get an Uber or a taxi, I especially don't have anything for you. Period. I don't have anything for anybody. Did y'all see those little innocent babies who were on the road with a drunk driver and were ill just recently? Or that mother in Jackson, Mississippi here from somebody from my hometown that ran her off the road into oncoming traffic off of a ramp, going the wrong way. Can you imagine the fear that she must have had in her heart, seeing that car coming towards her from the damn lady that blew? I think they said a .33, a 35 or 5. I don't remember the actual numbers, but they were way up there. Seeing those bright lights coming towards her on a ramp. And she goes off the ramp. Now, I know they have perceived Jackson to be a small town over there on Bell Collective, but it's a lot of heavy traffic flow in and out of Jackson because 55 and 20 run straight through it. Always busy. Okay? So she was on 55 when her car came crashing down off of that ramp. What could she do? Car coming straight for you. The only thing you could do is think in your mind, well, maybe I should swerve this way. Because the car is coming on the ramp towards me. Black woman killed by a white woman. I want her to get the full extent of the law. They talking about 25 years to life. And I was like, and then they talking about charging her with manslaughter. Nope. They need to start upping the ante on DUI because it's not manslaughter. Manslaughter means unintentional. Okay? If you get behind the wheel and you put somebody's life in danger or you mill somebody, first degree. That's how I feel about it. It had marshmallow cheese puff, big-headed, bald-headed, yellow meat watermelon demon, had murdered someone on the road that night. Life. I don't give two shakes over rattlesnake's ass about you. Period. And you could sit up there and look like a fool for this man if you want to, Kimmy. You know he did what he did. And left your black ass in the bed to wait for him. So anyway, they go to ask Miss Nell and they try to invoke the sympathy card with Melody. And they're talking about how, you know, I was there for you when your time of trouble. My mother was dying. And I was there for you. And then Chris chimes in. Yeah, she was, you calling her in the middle of the night and she could have been with her mom. According to Lexi, you weren't all that close to your mom in the first place. And when my mom passed, I was in the same boat. Now, when you're in hospice, the doctors and excuse me, child, I am hungry. This moment, this 8 in the morning. I usually eat breakfast by this time, but I remembered I had nothing to recap. But anyway, when your parents are in hospice or whatever, they let you know when time is winding down. They have been letting us know all that day that she was fighting and she wouldn't go to sleep and all that type of stuff because she was scared. And I had my girls were little girls then. I mean, they 6 and 7 now, but they were, I think, 1 and 2, and they were all over the place. A few words my mom had spoken was that, you know, I know she wanted them around, but she didn't want them around because at this point she was looking for peace. And I couldn't get them to calm down for anything. I did not want them around as she was passing away. And of course, I didn't have anybody to keep them. And I think really, honestly, I really feel like she was holding on because my sister was there. And my sister kept telling me, come on. I think it's time. Her blood pressure kept dropping and stuff. And she was like, you know, come on, it's time. And I know she wants you here. And I could not get my girls to go to sleep or calm down or that night. They were all over the place. They wouldn't go to sleep. 11 o'clock at night. She passed them around 12. I was trying to get them together, begging them to go to sleep. I didn't want to leave them with my nephew because I just didn't think that it would be responsible to leave them because it could have been over in the wee hours of the morning before she passed. But I had been there all that day and I just left to really kind of get them together and get them calmed down. But you like, that's true. You don't know what time it's going to happen. And she left us at about, like I said, about 12:30, I think it was. And I wasn't there. And I do feel some kind of way about that. But I don't think Nell was by Melody's side. I don't think Nell was by Melody's side when her mom passed. My understanding is that Nell was there when she passed. So I don't understand this whole guilt thing that she's putting on Mel for her, calling her in the middle of the night, wanting her to be there for her and stuff like that. If you went to her, then that's on you. And if your mom passed while you were with Melody, then that's still on you. I mean, you make choices in these types of situations. I made the choice to see after my girls that night. I regret it. I do. But I did see my mama in her last moments. I didn't see her when promises was made to her, or I didn't get to talk to her in those final moments. But I was there during the day when they had told me she was going to pass. And no matter what, I mean, nothing will ever soothe you to the point where you think you did enough. For me, personally, I never think I did enough. But anyway, so Melody is what she is. I mean, y'all, okay, I'm speaking from, again, I know y'all get tired of me, but I have to invoke my psychological skills that I've honed in on the in my past. And Melody is not like she's unfeeling or uncaring. Melody has built up a wall, y'all. When you go through something as tragic as a public divorce, if you all don't understand that, then I feel sorry for you, because I see my family members go through this when they go through this type of divorce. Excuse me. When you experience something so tragic, because it is a tragedy, right? You lose your family. You lose you lose part of you, part of your spirit. You have given yourself to this man since you were 22 years old, right? And you have soul ties with this person. I'm going spiritual on you. I'm not talking about that existential spirituality that is involved in religion. I'm talking about mind, body, soul, chakras. Girl, when I tell you that religion takes all this away from us and make it seem like it's evil, those things that you experience with your inner body and your inner peace, that's what's spiritual, innate, born within you. Religion takes all that away and call it evil. But we get immersed in religion and we don't understand that, other religion that deals in spirituality and internal healing is really what you need in your life to function on a daily basis. But Melody kind of mixes it in, okay? She has her things where, I know she does sound bowls and stuff like that when she was doing with and yeah, I don't know, maybe that was like for a saint, I don't know. But I will say again, she lost so much. And it seems to me that it's a little bit selfish of Nell to expect more out of her. That wall that she has up is for protection. So Marceau and Tisha brought it to her. They like, well, you seem to be nonchalant. You seem to be there. And she said, well, Nell's feelings are her feelings. And kept it pushing. That's pretty much all she could give. What was she supposed to say? She's on this show. She has told Nell she was sorry. She has told Nell that she loved her. When people are out there in the audience of seeing her do these things, then they call her fake. Now she's on the stage, not giving them a tear, not a smile, not, going one way or the other with her emotion. Now she's emotionless. She can't win with these people. So she just stopped trying. Because for Nell to bring this back up after they already discussed it, it's foolishness. And for me, especially Chris, they wanted to be on the show more than they wanted to be friends with Martell and Melody. A lot of this is because they really wanted to be on the show. Because I told you many times before, they always have acted like that's what they should have been in the first place. Move right on. So, Mel, they all come back to the stage because they had a little break. And, same thing. She had to tell Marcus, look, I said all I could say. I talked to them about this. Here we are again in this same place. We stuck on this. Let's move on. What else can I give you? Nothing else. So, because of Martell's blow up against the Scots 1.0, he is sitting with 2.0 and Destiny. And so Melanie has surmised that I'm seeing what's going on here. You have us divided on whose side, or about who can come after me the most and look over here. And then just to see Chris and Nell over there, where they stand at this point. These people are with Martell. Let them stay over there then. That's how Melody feels. And I know she feels that way because that's how I feel for her. If she don't feel that way, that's how I feel. Miss Destiny's little package is there. And they're talking about how she went from the store to the candles to the damn little box that she sells stuff out of. Who cares? So they asked Nell and Chris, what did they think about their relationship, the Lance and Destiny relationship. What damn woman in their right mind could sit up on stage with a lying piece of trash like Destiny and agree that that's what they want for their son? She had already been with Jalen. She run up through on the show. Okay? LeBarrett, Jalen. These are all people that's friends with people or sons of people that she's friends with. It's certain lines you don't cross. Right? It's just like that storyline over there on Bold and the Beautiful. I'm going to intertwine that in here. But if you watch, you watch. If you don't, you don't. With Finn and his Aunt Poppy. He started off on the show calling her Aunt Poppy. Finn was adopted. And by law, people are saying, well, it's not incest because there's no blood relation. It goes by law as well. This is what I'm trying to tell people as social workers, as a former social worker. When you take upon a child legally, every relative that is in your family becomes that child's relative as if that you birthed them. Okay? And that's on paper. So if you lay up with your adoptive child, children, nieces, nephews, it is still incest by law. And the people are cheering this storyline on because they want to get back at Stephanie. I cannot stand Stephanie on that show either. But it is what it is. And it's the same with Destiny. Even though there's no blood relation here, it seems kind of icky. It's a line for me that you don't cross. It's just like to me, that'll be like if Destiny goes after Little Tank when he turns 18. Sick. So she's on this show dating around, and by all means, honey, I've been single all my life. And trust me, I'm with Dave. But girl, get up out that circle. Cause you trying to make you beginning to look like exactly what you trying to make Mel look like. And we know that about you. But we know one thing for sure about Mel. She ain't been with but one man in that circle. Shout out to Miss One. You don't know. You better ask somebody. And she was married to him. And I'm sure you know that, Wanda Jane. Then there goes into the fact, well, I think she said she was 9 years older than Lance. And Lance says she's a nice lady. And she's 42. That big-eyed demon, marsupial, look right over at, marsupial's eyes grow bigger at night. It's this little spider monkey at night where your eyes, and I don't know the name of the monkey, his eyes grow big and they turn into reflectors and they turn orange. That's when I probably know me. I probably attach it to the video if I find out what it looks like, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, in the daytime, the eyes are black and white. I don't know the name of it, but it's a marsupial because me and my mom used to watch where she got animal pictures together. Anyway, and so at night, that monkey, his eyes turn bigger and then they turn orange like reflectors. That's Destiny. So she looks over there and with those eyes and that neck that could barely hold her head up. I'm not 42. The fuck? And she said, well, you told me you was 42. And then they was like, she said, look, Neil said, I look like this. Well, at first I thought this would be good for my son, but as the day wears on, my mind is changing. Bet you wish your seat was changing too. But you agreed to be with 2.0 Martell and that marsupial looking character over there that neck can barely hold up her head. I won't want that damn soul sucking my family either. Yeah, that's right. How did I forget about Moses? So we have Moses, Lance, LeBaric, and Jalen that we know of as men that she has flopped back and forth with on this show or have made appearances on this show. Okay, but Melody's the hoe. I got you. So Sunni comes out as good as she want to look, head big, hair making the head bigger than what it is because the hair was big. She looked like, a lot of people. I think a lot of millimeters are giving her credit for this look because she was on Melody's side. I don't give two shakes of a rattlesnake's ass whose side she was on. I'm addressing the look itself. I hate the earrings. I hate the hair. She has long hair naturally. They added pieces to it. It looked a mess. She looked like Tambra Cherie. Head already big. Then the hair. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. And I know her head was heavy. Okay? Looked a mess. But they go back and forth about how this relationship started. I do not care about Destiny at all. Cannot stand her. Could not stand her from the moment I laid my big old eyes on. Yes, I have big eyes as well. So I could talk. That bobblehead demon. The moment I laid my eyes on her, I felt her energy was off. And with all that said, the way this relationship came about between Moses and Sunni, I can't get with it. I don't care how much you all have switched over to Sunni's side. Because when Melody expressed her disapproval of the relationship, you guys was on Destiny's side. But as the season wore on, and Sunni became a friend to Melody. Now, her sweeping in and taking that lady Hennessy and husband, shout out to Rodney, was okay. No, it's still not okay. You were in close proximity with the woman, then you went and married the man that she was with. You can't fix it. It's broken. Destiny won't let it go. You have apologized. I give you that. Then, Tisha chimed in and said, I wasn't calling you a trifling person, but I'm saying what you did, the action is trifling. I agree. But Sunni snapped back at her and said, well, didn't you date somebody that Marceau was friends with? And she did. She sat up there on that stage and lied. And then Sunni said, that's not what I heard. And then to shame her even further, Martell showed the picture of the fishing guy. Fishing guy and Marceau are friends. And the fishing guy allegedly is supposed to be the dude she fucking in the backseat of the beard. Moving right along. Destiny starts to reach. Well, they came on the show because of me. He wanted to talk to me. He could have talked to you at any time. You don't care if that man married, single, divorced, whatever, because you with him, laid up with him when he was married. If you was during this 15 years that you supposed to have been messing with him, he didn't marry your ass, just like Sunni said. If he wanted to marry you, he would have married you. You, 15 years of opening up and as Quiet say, busting it wide open. And then he married somebody, he meet 5 minutes. Even though I do think it's a marriage of convenience, I think that Moses needed someone who was gullible enough to put up with his shit. That was both of you. This man in and out of jail. And you both know it. So, he's no prize. I don't give either one of you Brown and Postman landing that piece of shit. And Destiny, if you had in a sense, you'd be like, bravo, girl, you took that criminal off my hands. But you don't have that kind of sense, Baba Head. No brains in there. You're cunning and sneaky, and that's all you know how to do, because that's how you had to survive in those foster homes. That's what it is. Melody laughed at this, and then she came up just that quick. That's that foster home mentality, group home mentality, on the streets mentality. Because I ain't have no mama to guide me mentality. Well, Melody, you and Sunni, y'all came together and came up with a plot to come on this show. What? Then, even Carlos, he couldn't even sit there in his nice white suit and say, girl, you know you right. You falling off script, Mr. Desi, because we didn't agree to this. No. Melody didn't know they were going to be at that podcast. She didn't know they were married. And Melody expressed her disapproval of the marriage on the damn stage. Girl, I know you saw that because them eyes, flashlight eyes, can't miss nothing. I know you saw it. You saw everything else. So, Carlos said it's time for me to land the plane dealing with Sunni and Destiny. And she said, come on and do it. Ugh. Child. So Sunni says, well, Destiny says, well, she put up Maurice Povich's picture as if I don't know whose father my son is. And Sunni said the only reason why I did that is because every time I turn around, you talking about me and my husband. And the fish-eyed fool looks over there at Carlos and said, I talk about the shop. I talk about the shop. And then Sunni's like, and me and my husband. You go past the show when you talk about us. You don't talk about our appearances on the show. You talk about y'all relationship. Boom. And yeah, she's supposed to be my friend. That was my friend. We weren't friends, bitch. If she say y'all weren't friends, you weren't friends. Let that go. You the one need to land the plane there. Carlos tell Sunni, can you see how that's wrong? Well, he asked her, can you see how that's wrong? Take how you want. Hey! Stand in it. I love it. So when Sunni's segment is over, Melanie goes and talks to her and says, I'm just making sure you okay. You know for yourself that I only knew about the marriage between you guys is when we showed up at that podcast, and I didn't agree with it. Correct. So Ken and Trish come out. If I thought Kimmy's ass looked like a prom queen, then that motherfucker over there is her lady in waiting. Platinum blonde hair. Green dress. Whew. Then I called Ken the Incredible Hulk. And this mofo had on green too. Whew. You talking about horrible. Y'all. Again, I've heard that engineers can make anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000. Even coming on this show, you could have got you a little cheap styles for about $2,000-$3,000 a pop. And whoever told you to set that blind wig on your head should have discouraged you. It irritates me to no end when I see women of darker hues like this wear platinum blonde. It is what it is. Okay? That white hair and that milk chocolate skin, it just don't gel right. I could see browns and light browns, platinum blonde, even with the darker hue of skin. For me, that washes them out. That blonde is what you see. It's flashier than your makeup, than that beautiful skin, because she has some pretty skin. That beautiful skin, you have all that blonde, it takes over. It almost, to me, and I'm one of those type of people that's going to tell you like it is. It almost, to me, looks like it's neon. You know how black people look in neon when we have on the neon lights, and you can only see our lips, pink lips, and the neon glasses if you turn off the lights. That's what platinum blonde looks like on darker hues of skin to me. Right up around in here from the clips, the edited clips, you can go back and watch my video. I did already do a video on the edited clips. This is right around the time when the whole grooming thing comes into play. Check out that video. I'm going to skip over that part. I'm not going to intertwine this into this video. I'm going to talk about what was in the show. So, the line of questioning goes to Trish. Did you sleep with Martell? Did you know Martell before the show? It's just a whole bunch of things because of the way it looked and the appearance of the way things looked when she was so bothered by Martell coming in acting like he know. I've said it from the beginning, said it since the lady been on the show. If she wanted to play it off like they never slept together and like they didn't do anything with her over to that lady house, it's not gelling with the audience. She said she don't care what we think. It is what it is. You made it awkward. Like I said, had you played it off, nobody would have known. And now Ken is the one who look like Boo Boo the Fool sitting by you, or like a whole clown and a simp sitting by you, knowing possibly you done laid up with somebody else's husband as it is, and then over there texting Marquez. I get back with you in a heartbeat. I guess Ken like, well, I'm gonna unfollow this bitch to see if everything work out between her and Marquez broke ass. Child, I cannot make this shit up. And so Martell over there look like, yeah, whatever she say. Because you know damn well you hit that. And then he looked at Mel and they're like, Mel, do you believe they did something? I don't know, Trish. But I know this man that's sitting across from me, Mr. Martell Holt. And I know one thing about him, he'll fuck anything with legs. Correct. We looking at him, looking at the show, knowing that we feel the same way. Since they have broken up, Mel hasn't brought anyone on the show that she has been dating. Who cares? Okay? That's not my point. My point is, from the past, during their marriage, right before their marriage, during their engagement, Martell has brought about 5 women on here that we know that he either slept with or we got big question marks beside. And one of them sitting on that stage right next to Melody on that side of the building. Lying Latricia. I got it, Latricia. I got it. I already see how I put that together. Came in my head just that quick. Latricia. So Martell cracked the joke and said, yo, we fuck around. And Ken looked at him and his eyes as close as he could and said, man, that motherfucking shit ain't funny. Right. I told you from jump, this lady got you looking like a damn fool. Then they come out and decide they're going to have a surprise guest. We already know that that's, I don't care how much damn liposuction and damn booty suction, tummy tucks, and all that shit Stormy has had. She scrolls off up in that dress, and that special guest ain't special, okay? Unless they got somebody else specialer. And I know that's not a word about to come out. Anyway, the episode ends there with us getting introduced to a special guest. Drop down in the comments and let me know. Did I miss something? Do you disagree or agree with most of what I said? I don't expect you to agree with me. It's disagree with me about what's going on in the show. Don't attack my personal life, okay? And you say you was a social worker. Prove it. Now, I don't have to prove shit to you. The state of Mississippi got proof of that. The fuck? That's what one lady said in my comments. That's personal to me. Because I said that I am. To relate to the story of the show. Stick to the story. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Anyway. With that, I'm going to close. Again, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. Share the video. Why? Because sharing is caring. And as I do, when I close, I'm going to suck them up. Deuces. Oh, before I close, does anybody know who Marceau was talking about when he was the cheerleader saying, gather her up? Was he talking about Mel? Nobody on that stage really gathered her up. Lady. Not even your big bobber head, big hair, looking a mess ass in that dress ass wife of yours. Who are you talking about? Melody didn't get gathered. If Melody got gathered, that would have been some emotion show. Melody on this damn reunion was indeed, when I say indeed, the Kenya Moore of when she had frustrated, I think that was around season 6-ish, when they had on the white. That's Kenya. When Nene had got so frustrated with Kenya that she was just, rah, and Kenya just sitting there looking at her like, look at this fool. And now this is when we already knew that Nene was getting a big head. I think this is the season where she took a little pause and then came back as a friend to the show and still got first chair. Right about that time. But Kenya was so unbothered. That smell, she's unbothered. Gather her? What a damn, that's some punk bitch shit.